ahead, sit cross-legged. And just take a moment or two to adjust your body, starting at your foundation. Closing your eyes and taking a few deep, steady breaths in through your nose and out through your nose. And just getting a sense of how you're feeling right now in this moment. So noticing any spaces in your body that perhaps feel tight, or if there's any pain. You're just going to try to breathe into those spaces and imagine that you could create relaxation, release, less tension. Allow the shoulders to drop as the chest lifts and the spine lengthens. And then start to notice the rhythm of your breath. Noticing each inhalation and each exhalation. And as you breathe, feel the steady rhythmic flow of your breath, avoiding any holding of the breath or purposeful shortening of the breath. Just let it elongate and go at its own pace. And then slowly start to transition into Ujjayi breath. You take a subtle contraction of the back of the throat. Allow the breath to slow down even more and to deepen. And really hear your breath in your own ears. So it's a little more audible to you, but if someone were nearby, they wouldn't necessarily hear you breathing. Good, and on the next in breath, let's go ahead and sweep the arms up, spiral the triceps inward, connect the palms and the pinkies overhead as you lengthen your spine, and then exhale your hands in prayer at the center of your chest. Let's do that 2 more times. Inhale, sweeping the arms up, spiraling the triceps inward, connecting the palms and the pinkies overhead. And then exhale, hands in prayer at center, and 1 more time. Inhale, slowly sweeping the arms up, spiraling the triceps inward, lengthen, and exhale your hands in prayer at center. To release the hands onto the lap and blink the eyes open. Let's just start with a forward fold. So bringing the fingertips to the earth, inhale, draw the tailbone back, lift your chest. And as you exhale, hinge forward and fold. Keep the seat rooted as you lengthen your spine. Draw the chin slightly towards your chest. And imagine creating more and more length to the spine. Let the chest drop, maybe the forehead drops. Feel the outer thighs and hips drop. And just keep a slow, steady breath, a couple more breath cycles like that. Now inhale, just lift your head up, gazing at the space between your thumbs. Retract the shoulders a little bit more and lift the chest up an inch or 2. Feel like there's a bit of a stretch here in the front of the shoulders and along the chest into like kind of the breast muscles. Draw the shoulders back. And now let's exhale, walk the upper body to the right, keeping your palms relatively flat if you can. Draw the inner elbows in, draw the left hip back, root the left seat, and fan the left rib cage out as you take your breaths here. And every exhalation, see if you can walk the upper body a little bit more to the right. Keep dropping the shoulders and lifting the chest slightly. Feel a big stretch along the left side. Now we're going to try to bring the right elbow down. Let's inhale, sweep the left arm up, looking up toward the ceiling, lengthen through both sides of the waist. You'll feel a little more stretch along the left side here. Now we're going to sweep the left hand toward the outside of that right pinky finger and look over your right shoulder as you draw your left shoulder back. Now you might feel a little bit of work along the lower side of the right side of the lower back. Now inhale, slowly sweep the arm up and reach it toward the opposite wall. So the left arm reaches toward the right wall, fan your left rib cage out, draw the right shoulder back and really root into the left seat. Nice big stretch. Good, now we'll inhale, sit up tall. Exhale, release the arms down. So now let's switch the cross of the legs, opposite leg in front or on top. Reroot the seat. Bring your fingertips to the earth. Inhale, draw the tailbone back, lift your chest, and then exhale once again, hinge forward and fold. Allow the spine to lengthen. Allow the shoulders to draw back and the seat to root. And just feeling how it feels with this leg in front or on top. Noticing any differences in the sensations in the body. Keep softening the chest down toward the ground. Good. Now we'll slowly inhale, lift the head up, look toward the space between the thumbs, lift the chest up slightly, keep rooting the right seat, and we'll exhale, walk the upper body around to the left, keeping your palms flat if you can. If you needed to lift the palms, just bring them back down. Draw the inner elbows in, fan the right rib cage out, look over your left shoulder, and use each exhalation as a way to maybe walk a little bit more to the left. Steady, deep breaths. Now we'll go ahead and bring the left elbow down or forearm down, hand, whatever you can reach, and then reach the right arm up. Lengthen through both sides of the waist, looking up toward the ceiling. So you're gonna have the right rib cage fanned out, but keep it long. Now we're gonna exhale, sweep the right arm around toward the outside of the left pinky finger. Add a little more rotation here, drawing the right shoulder back as you press down into that left hand or forearm. Good, now we're just gonna inhale, open the chest up as you reach your right arm up, and then reach it toward the left wall. Really fan the right rib cage out, root the right seat down. Good. Now inhale, come on up. Exhale, release the arms down. Good, so let's go ahead and bring for a moment the soles of the feet together so you can get the heels a bit away from your body. Take your fingertips down on the ground and the hands are to the outside of the hips. We're just gonna inhale, lift the hips up, pull the belly in, take a stretch into the hips, look up toward the ceiling, draw the shoulders back. Good. Stay here, bring the palms down. Now bring the inner thighs together and just lift the hips up a little higher as you bring the soles of the feet to the ground. Press into the hands, feel the chest lift up toward the ceiling, feel the hips follow suit. One more breath. Then we'll exhale, bring the buttocks down, keep lifting the chest and bring the legs up to like a tabletop shape. Flex your feet and for a moment, reach your arms out parallel to the mat. Draw the shoulders back and hold here. Keep drawing the chest toward the thighs, thighs toward the chest. Breathe. 2 more breaths. In breath, out breath. Then cross the ankles in front of you, come up to all fours, placing the wrists directly underneath the shoulders and the knees directly underneath the hips. Spread your fingers out wide, lengthen your spine. Let's exhale, tilt the tailbone between the thighs, hollow out the belly, round the thoracic spine, rock back slightly in cat. And then inhale, point your toes, lengthen your tailbone, unfurl the spine, shoulders back, chest forward, cow. And again, exhale, tuck your toes, hollow out your belly, round your thoracic spine, rock back slightly in cat. And then inhale, point the toes, lengthen the tailbone, unfurl the spine, cow. One more time. Exhale, tuck toes, hollow out your belly, round your thoracic spine, rock back slightly, cat. And then inhale, point the toes, lengthen the tailbone, unfurl the spine, cow. Now return to neutral spine with the toes tucked. And then let's exhale the hips up and the heels back into a downward facing dog. Good, sending your seat back and up, drawing the chest toward the thighs. Allow the collarbones to broaden and connect to your breath. So really spread the fingers out wide. Root down thumb, pointer, and pinky fingers. Looking back at your feet, make sure they're hip width and parallel and you're hiding your heels behind your feet. Feel the upper inner thighs draw back and out and keep sending the seat up as the heels sink down. Feel the fingers spread out. Couple more breaths here. Let the spine move with the breath. Good, now start to move the hips a little bit left, right, and down dog. Just shimmy a little bit, releasing tension. Keep pushing the mat away from you with your hands, dragging the mat back with your feet. Then returning the hips to center, really press your hands into the earth. Let's go ahead from here and just exhale, step the right foot forward, toes in line with the fingers, and go ahead and bring your fingertips to the mat. Draw the shoulders back, lengthen your chest forward as you draw your right hip back. Now we're going to inhale, straighten out the right leg, lengthen your spine, and then exhale, bend the right knee. Let's do that 2 more times. Inhale, straighten out the right leg. Good. Exhale, bend the right knee. Let the hips dip 1 more time. Inhale, straighten out the right leg. Exhale, bend the right knee. Hold here. Plant your palms. Inhale to plank. Exhale, rock forward, tippy toes to slow lower chaturanga and hover with the shoulders back, the elbows in and the neck long. Then inhale, thread the heart between the shoulders in cobra. If you need to, you can always bend your elbows. Just try to lengthen your spine, anchor the quads, and now start to move a little bit left and right. You can let your shoulders move about. Good. And then from here, open up through the chest, draw the skull bone back, anchor the quads, pull the belly in. And then exhale, hips up and heels back, downward facing dog. Sending your seat back and up. Once again, draw the chest toward the thighs, allow the collarbones to broaden and connect to your breath. Now let's bend one knee and straighten the other. Just move around a little bit, walking the dog here. Good, still opening up and waking up the body. Good, now let's exhale, sink both heels down, lengthen the spine, nice strong hands on the mat. Keep sending the chest toward the thighs and the buttocks back and up. Now from here, we'll stay pretty low and exhale, step the left foot forward, toes in line with the fingers. Draw the left hip back and the right hip forward, come up on fingertips. Inhale, straighten out the left leg, draw the chest forward. Exhale, bend the left knee. 2 more times. Inhale, straighten out the left leg, lengthen the spine. Exhale, bend the left knee. 1 more time. Inhale, straighten, shoulders are back. Exhale, bend, stay low. Plant your palms. Inhale, back to plank. Pushing away from gravity. Exhale, tippy toes to chaturanga. Shoulders back, elbows in, neck is long. Inhale, threading the heart between the shoulders in cobra once again. Now take your torso and draw circles with it. 3 times in one direction. Good, then reverse 3 times in the opposite direction. Good, then return back to center. Anchor the quads and the tops of the feet. And then exhale, downward facing dog once again. Sending the seat back and up and the chest toward the thighs. Once again, allowing the collarbones to broaden, really stretch out. Pull the belly button in and up, send the sits bones up toward the corner where the ceiling and the wall meet. Good, now staying pretty low and close to the ground, we'll exhale once again, step the right foot forward, toes in line with the fingers. Draw the right hip back, the left hip forward, left hand to the inside of the right foot. Inhale, the right arm rises. Rotating the left rib cage to the right, look up toward the ceiling, keep reaching your right fingertips up. Hugging that left rib cage toward the right inner thigh. Can you inhale, straighten out the right leg without locking the knee? Good, and then exhale, bend the right knee. Do that 2 more times. Inhale, straighten, keeping the back foot squared. Exhale, bend. 1 more time. Inhale, straighten. Exhale, bend, stay low. Good, next exhale, bring the right hand to the inside of the right foot. Traction the tricep to the inner knee. Draw the right hip back. Inhale, the left arm rises. Lengthen through both sides of the waist. Now we'll try straightening out the right leg here. Inhale. It's going to be a little spotty, the balance. And then exhale, bend the right knee. Keep drawing the shoulders back 2 more times. Inhale, straighten. Exhale, bend. Keep rooting the big toe side of that right foot down. 1 more time. Inhale, straighten. Exhale, bend. Now exhale, both hands down, frame the front foot. Let's inhale to a 3-legged plank. Extend it out through the right toes. Exhale, tippy toes to chaturanga. Inhale, both legs down, thread the heart between the shoulders, cobra. Now we're just gonna tuck the left toes and exhale, three-legged dog, right leg all the way up. Pushing away from gravity here, keep reaching that right leg up, squaring the right hip forward. And then exhale, bring the right foot down. Find your downward dog once again. Sending your seat back and up, chest toward the thighs, breathe. Keep lengthening through the spine. Good, now we're gonna stay low to the ground. Let's exhale, step the left foot forward, toes in line with the fingers. Right wrist underneath right shoulder. Inhale, the left arm rises. Rotating the right rib cage toward the left inner thigh. Now we'll do straighten and bend. So we'll inhale, straighten out the left leg, draw the left hip back. Exhale, bend, keep pressing the right hand into the earth. 2 more times. Inhale, straighten. Exhale, bend. Last time like this, inhale, straighten. Exhale, bend. Staying low. Draw the shoulders back, draw that left hip back. Now we'll exhale the left hand to the inside of the left foot. Traction the tricep to the inner knee, hips are squared. Inhale, the right arm rises, finding your center. Now we'll inhale, straighten out the left leg. Exhale, bend the left knee. Be mindful, it's gonna be hard. Inhale, straighten. Good, exhale, bend. 1 more time, inhale, straighten. Exhale, bend. Now both hands down, frame the front foot. Inhale, three-legged plank. Push away from gravity. Exhale, tippy toes to chaturanga. Inhale, thread the heart between the shoulders, cobra. Anchor the quads and tops of the feet. Lengthen through your spine. Now tuck just the right toes. Exhale, three-legged dog. Reaching that left leg up. Lengthen through both sides of the waist. Push away from gravity here. Then exhale, downward facing dog pose. Sending the seat back and up and the chest toward the thighs. Breathe. Now let's root the left foot into the earth. Inhale, the right leg rises behind you for three-legged dog once again. Exhale, open up the right hip. Keep the right leg straight. Lift it up a little higher and see if you can exhale. Take another twist into this three-legged dog. Now bend your right knee, flex your right foot. Keep going into the twist without dipping that left shoulder too much. Look underneath your right underarm. Good, now we're gonna exhale, pull the belly in, take a big step forward, right foot, toes in line with the fingers. Drop and ground the back heel, front heel, back heel alignment. Inhale, straighten the right leg out. Lengthen your spine forward, come up onto fingertips. Take the right hand to the right shin, drag the left heel away, rotate your upper body to the left. Reach the left arm up, plug that right thigh bone in. Connect to your breath, lean back a little bit. Feel the spine elongate, feel a big stretch along that left outer hip. Now take the left hand, reach it toward the wall behind you so it's just above the left hip. We're gonna soften into the right knee. We'll inhale, sweep the spine up, right arm up, the left hand down the back of the left leg. Keeping both legs straight, open the chest up toward the ceiling. Look up toward the ceiling. Nice big stretch, right rib cage. Breathe, keep reaching the right fingertips back. Another breath. Then we'll go right back to that triangle pose with the left arm back. So now we'll exhale, hinge, taking the right hand to the right shin, reach the left arm back, looking up toward the ceiling. Good, now inhale, left arm up. Now you'll exhale, rotate the chest over the right leg and bring your left hand on top of your right shin. Lengthen through both sides of the waist. Draw that right hip back, try to square out your pelvis. Good, then exhale, bend your right knee, open your elbows out to the sides. Now we'll transition into warrior one. Inhale, the spine comes up, tuck the right seat underneath you and the arms come up. Lift your chest, draw the right hip back, right rib cage back, right shoulder back, breathe. Looking up toward the ceiling, drag that left heel away from you. Keep sinking your hips down. Another breath, we're gonna keep the back heel down. Now we'll exhale, frame the front foot. Keep your left hand to the inside of the left foot. Keep bending the right knee. Inhale, the right arm rises. This is a tough one. Keep rotating the left rib cage toward the right inner thigh and drawing that right hip back. Stay low in the hips. Looks good. Another breath. Good. Now we'll exhale the right hand to the inside of the right foot. Once again, traction the tricep to the inner knee. Inhale, the left arm rises. The back heel is down. Now turn the left palm away from you, top of the hand to the small of the back or to your right outer hip. You could stay here or go into the bind, snaking your right arm underneath your right hamstring. Interlace your fingers or take your left hand around the right wrist. Lean back. Draw that left elbow back so the left shoulder gets a stretch. Get down low, breathe. You can even look down at your right big toe. Another 2 or 3 breaths. So we're gonna stay here a little longer. Good, one more breath. Now take the right hand to the inside of the right foot. Inhale, the left arm rises. Exhale, both hands down, frame the front foot. Inhale, three-legged plank. Exhale, tippy toes chaturanga. Inhale, thread the heart between the shoulders, cobra. And then tuck the toes, downward facing dog pose. Sending your seat back and up. Once again, drawing the chest toward the thighs, allowing the collarbones to broaden and connect to your breath. Let's go ahead, root the right foot into the earth. Inhale, the left leg rises straight up behind you. Draw the chest toward your right thigh. Good, exhale, keep the left leg straight. Open up the left hip. Look underneath your left underarm. Keep drawing that right shoulder back. Good, now bend your left knee, flex your left foot. Get a little more twist here. Keep energy in that right hand. Then exhale, bring that left foot forward, toes in line with the fingers, drop and ground the back heel. We're gonna go ahead, inhale, straighten out the left leg, draw the left hip back. Left hand to the left shin. Inhale, open the right arm up, rotating the upper body to the right. Looking up toward the ceiling, dragging that right heel away from you, plugging the left thigh bone in, lengthen through both sides of the waist. Now we're gonna exhale, reach that right arm toward the right outer hip. Keep dragging that right heel away. Good, now we're gonna go into that back bend. So we're gonna inhale, sweep the left arm up, right arm down the right leg. Take a big stretch here. Open the chest up toward the ceiling, reaching your left fingertips toward the wall behind you. Connect to your breath. Another breath cycle, really fan the left rib cage out. Now we're gonna go back into that triangle pose. So we're gonna exhale, hinge, reaching the left arm down, the right arm back. Lengthen through both sides of the waist. Good, now inhale, reach the right arm up, look up toward the ceiling. Then we exhale, rotate the chest to face the left shin, bring the right hand on top of that left shin. Draw the shoulders back, square the hips out, pull the belly in. Now we open the elbows out, we exhale, bend the left knee. Now inhale, bring the spine up, wrap the left seat underneath you, arms rise up, warrior one. Draw the left hip back, left rib cage back, left shoulder back. Drag that right heel away from you. Keep lifting up through your chest. Sinking the hips down as the spine rises up. Another breath. Then exhale, hands frame the front foot. Keep the back heel down. Right wrist underneath right shoulder. Inhale, the left arm rises. Keep rotating the right rib cage toward the left inner thigh. Keep drawing the left hip back and really sink that right heel. Connect to your breath. Good, now we're gonna exhale, dive the left hand to the inside of the left foot, traction the tricep to the inner knee. Inhale, the right arm rises. Then exhale, turn the right arm back, take the hand to the small of the back or to your left outer hip. Now maybe snake the left arm behind you, binding here, interlacing your fingers or wrapping the right hand around the left wrist. Lean back, connect to your breath, stay low. Breathe, you can even look at your left big toe here. Keep wrapping the left seat underneath you, draw the right elbow back so the top of the right shoulder gets a stretch. Breathe. About 2 more breath cycles here. Good. Then exhale the left hand down. Inhale, the right arm rises. Exhale, both hands down, frame the front foot. Inhale, three-legged plank. Exhale, tippy toes chaturanga. Inhale, thread the heart between the shoulders, cobra. Draw the shoulders back, open up through the chest. Then exhale, downward facing dog pose. Sending your seat back and up. Draw the chest toward the thighs. Allow the collarbones to broaden and connect to your breath. See how you're feeling now as the body's warming up. Just keep driving the heels down toward the earth as the seat rises up. 2 more breaths like this. Feeling the thigh bones plug into the hip sockets. Good, now let's inhale, lift up onto the balls of the feet. Exhale, bend the knees, gaze forward. Take a walk, a quick step, or a hop to the top of your mat. And let's do big toes touch. Heels are 1/4 of an inch apart. Draw the shoulders back. Get the hips directly over those ankles. Breathe. Now inhale your spine halfway up. Hands can go to shins or hands can go to the earth. You just want to keep your spine nice and straight. Then exhale, fold. Soften the backs of the knees. Inhale, reverse swan dive to a standing back bend. Stay in your standing back bend. Interlace your fingers. Turn the palms away from you and take a great big stretch here. Feel the front of the body stretch. Weight into the heels. Pull the belly in. Feel the chest open up toward the ceiling. Now exhale, soften the knees, sweep the arms out, hinge from the hips and swan dive forward, hands on either side of your feet. Inhale, spine halfway up, hold that there. Fingertips to the earth or hands to shins. Step into the right foot, inhale, the left leg rises behind you. Draw the right hip back, soften the right knee, take both hands to the right shin. Keep driving the left heel away from you and send your chest forward. Pull your belly in. Now carefully exhale, bend the right knee, shift the weight back, drop the ball of the left foot down. Inhale, the spine rises up and the arms rise up to a high lunge. Good, lift your chest, lengthen your spine, sink into your hips, draw the chest up toward the ceiling and reach the fingertips back. Maybe add an interlace and reach the palms back like we just did when standing. Connect to your breath. Good, now inhale, restack the spine, palms face one another. Exhale, hands in prayer at the center of your chest. Inhale, lift the chest. Exhale, rotate the upper body to the right, left tricep to the outside of the right thigh, and you can adjust here. Looking over your right shoulder, breathe. Stay low. Keep drawing that right hip back and the left hip forward. Now let's add a little bit more arm stuff. Take the left hand to the outside of the right foot. Then reach the right arm up. Look up toward the ceiling. Rotating that left rib cage more and more to the right. Keep breathing. Another 2 breaths. Finding your balance. Good, then return the hands to prayer. Then inhale, return to praying lunge. Lift your chest, lift the spine. Now we're gonna exhale. Bring the fingertips down forward of the right foot, bend the left knee slightly and come back up to that warrior 3 shape. And then exhale, left foot down to forward fold. Big toes touch, heels 1/4 of an inch apart. Good, inhale, spine halfway up, hands to the earth or shins. Lengthen the spine, soften the left knee, float the right leg up behind you, flex the right foot. Now take both hands to the left shin. Lengthen your spine, find your balance here, breathe. Good, now exhale, start to bend the left knee, drop down to your low lunge. Inhale, the spine rises up, arms rise up, high lunge. Plug your shoulders in. Lift your chest, reach your fingertips back. Now maybe interlace your fingers, turn the palms back and stay here. Press strongly into the ball of the back foot. Keep lifting the chest. Sinking the hips. 1 more breath. Now inhale, the spine elongates, palms face one another. Exhale, hands in prayer. Inhale, lift your chest. Exhale, rotate the upper body to the left, right tricep to the outside of the left thigh. Hands to prayer. Lengthen the spine. Look over your left shoulder. Then add on the right hand to the outside of the left foot. Reach your left arm up. Keep rotating that right rib cage toward the left inner thigh. Connect to your breath. Another couple breaths. I know it's a hard pose. Good. Staying in your twist, hands to prayer. Then inhale, return to praying lunge, spine upright. Good. Now we're going to hinge. Exhale, hands in front of your foot. Bend the right knee, float the right leg up to that warrior three shape. Then exhale, standing forward fold. Big toes touch, heels are 1/4 of an inch apart. Inhale, spine halfway up. Exhale, fold. Plant your palms, walk or quick step to plank or hop back, landing in chaturanga. If you're in plank, you exhale, tippy toes to chaturanga. Then inhale, thread the heart between the shoulders, cobra. Then exhaling, tucking toes, downward facing dog. Sending your seat back and up. Draw the chest toward the thighs. Allow the collarbones to broaden and connect to your breath. Breathe. Inhale and exhale. Root the left foot into the earth. Inhale, the right leg rises up behind you. Exhale, open up the right hip, spiraling the left rib cage to the right. Reach your right leg up. Now bend your right knee, flex your right foot, add your twist, avoid dropping that left shoulder. Now let's exhale, square the hips, bring the right inner thigh to the right tricep and just hold there. Push away from gravity, breathe. Nice job. Now stay here, step your right foot to the outside of the right pinky finger. Shimmy your left leg back, bring the left quad down, point the left toes. Inhale, the right arm rises as you rotate your upper body to the right. Now try sweeping, so the other way, right arm rises. There you go. Now sweep the right arm behind you toward the ground, behind your left hip. Yes. Breathe, open up through the chest. Look over the right shoulder. Stay with me here, another couple breaths. You can lift your right toes up a little bit if you notice your knee turning out. Good. Now we're going to inhale, reach the right arm up. Now exhale, take the right hand toward the left corner of the mat and reach your left arm back towards your left foot as you look over your left shoulder. Keep lifting your right toes up, open your right knee out a little bit. Breathe, draw your right shoulder back. Good. Now exhale the left hand to the inside of the right foot. Bring your left elbow down. Inhale, the right arm rises once again up toward the ceiling. Going a little deeper. Nice. Now turn the right palm away from you, top of the right hand to the small of the back or to your left outer hip. Breathe. Keep rotating here to the right a little bit more. Deep, steady breaths. Keep pressing into that left forearm elbow so that left shoulder works. Now everything stays the same except you're going to tuck your left toes, lift the left knee up and hold there. Breathe. Keep adding a little more twist. 2 more breath cycles like this. Should really feel strong in that left side. Good. Now inhale, the right arm rises. Exhale, the right hand to the inside of the right foot. Inhale, the left wrist underneath the left shoulder. Then sweep the right leg back to plank. You should feel a difference here, right side, left side. Exhale, tippy toes, chaturanga. Inhale, thread the heart between the shoulders, cobra. Open up through the chest, anchor the quads, tops of the feet. We're gonna hang out here 3 more breaths. Draw the shoulders back. Draw the skull bone back. Draw the chest forward. Pull the belly in. Good, then tuck toes, downward facing dog. Sending your seat back and up. Drawing the chest toward the thighs, collarbones broaden, and connect to your breath. Root the right foot into the earth. Inhale, the left leg rises behind you. Exhaling, good. Opening up the left hip, spiraling the right rib cage to the left. Keep drawing that right shoulder back. Bend your left knee, flex your left foot, and hold your twist for a moment. Good. Now we're going to exhale, bring the left inner thigh to that left tricep and hold there. Pull your belly in. Breathe. Staying on the outside, step the left foot to the outside of the left pinky toe. Shimmy your right leg back. Bring the right quadricep down. Right hand down. We're going to inhale, open the left arm up. Draw that right shoulder away from the ear. Add your twist and reach your left hand behind you. Connect to your breath. Remember, you can lift your left toes up if you notice your left knee opening up. Breathe. Keep sending the chest forward. Left hip back, right hip forward. Good. Now we're going to inhale. Reach the left arm up. Exhale. Bring the left hand toward the right side of the mat. Now reach your right arm back towards your right foot, looking over your right shoulder. Keep drawing that left hip back, right hip forward. Good. Stay low. Now we're gonna exhale, sweep the right hand toward the left foot, bring the right elbow down, elbow underneath the shoulder. Inhale, the left arm rises. Lengthen through both sides of the waist, push away from gravity on the right side. Breathe. You can keep lifting your left toes up if your left knee tracks out. Stay here, another couple breaths. Feeling that right shoulder work. Now we're gonna tuck the right toes, lift up off the right knee, stay low. Keep working into that right side, pulling your belly in. Relax your jaws. Good, now we're gonna exhale, bring the left hand down underneath left shoulder, inhale the right arm underneath right shoulder, exhale, sweep back to plank, inhale plank, exhale tippy toes chaturanga, inhale, thread the heart between the shoulders, cobra, 3 breaths, maybe 5, holding cobra, anchor the quads, anchor the tops of the feet, draw the shoulders back and the chest forward, pull the belly in. Let the spine really elongate. Now tuck toes, downward facing dog. Send your seat back and up. Chest toward the thighs, collarbones broaden, really connect to your breath. Inhale and exhale. Now we're just gonna exhale, step the right foot forward, toes in line with the fingers. Stay there for a moment. Now bring your left knee directly underneath your left hip. Inhale, bring the spine up. Draw that right buttock down. Make sure that the left hip is directly over the left knee. Tuck your left toes. Inhale, sweep the arms up, plug your shoulders in. Now add a little spinal extension. Look up toward the ceiling, draw the right hip back. Keep rooting into the big toe side of the right foot. Rotate your upper body to the left. Take the left hand to the left hamstring or the left heel. Reach your right arm up and over. Look over the left shoulder. Keep trying to track that right knee in line with the right hip point. Connect to your breath. One more breath cycle here. It'll be hard to breathe. Step into the right foot. Inhale, the arms and spine rise up. Now exhale, rotate your upper body to the right. Right hand to the left hamstring or heel and open up to the twist to the right. Reach your left arm up and over. Connect to your breath, right hip back. Another couple of breaths, you'll be a little shaky. Good, now step into the right foot. Inhale, arms and spine rise up. Exhale, hinge at the hips, sweep the arms down to frame the front foot. Plant your palms, lift up off the back knee. Inhale, 3-legged plank. Exhale, tippy toes chaturanga. Inhale, thread the heart between the shoulders, cobra. Now try lifting up onto your fingertips in cobra. Really open up through the chest. Draw the skull bone back. Breathe. Plant the palms. Exhale, downward facing dog. Sending your seat back and up. Drawing the chest toward the thighs, collarbones broaden and connect to your breath. All right, same thing other side. Exhale, step the left foot forward, toes in line with the fingers. Stay for a moment. Now bring the right knee underneath the right hip. Tuck your right toes. Inhale, bring your spine up. Lower that left buttock down. Make sure the right hip is directly over the right knee. Inhale, arms rise up. Now go ahead and open up the chest, reaching the fingertips back. Connect to your breath. Good. Now we're going to exhale, rotate to the right. Bring the right hand to the right hamstring or heel. Reaching the left arm up and over. Keep drawing that left hip back, tracking the left knee in line with the left hip point. Another couple of breaths. You're going to be shaky, that's fine. Step into the left foot. Inhale, the arms and spine rise up. Lower the left buttock down. Exhale, rotate to the left. Left hand to the right hamstring or heel. Right arm up and over. Keep lowering the left buttock down. Find your balance. Breathe. Another breath. Root the left foot into the earth. Inhale, the arms and spine rise up. Exhale, hands frame the front foot. Inhale, lift up off the right knee. Sweep back to 3-legged plank. Exhale, tippy toes, chaturanga. Inhale into a nice big cobra. Then try to come up on fingertips once again. Open up through the chest. Draw the skull bone back. Send the chest forward. One more breath. Plant your palms. Exhale, downward facing dog. Send the seat back and up. Draw the chest toward the thighs. Collarbones broaden and connect to your breath. Inhale and exhale. Another breath like this. Inhale and exhale. Now we're going to root the right foot into the earth. Inhale, the left leg rises behind you. Now you're going to exhale, bring the left knee in toward your left rib cage, rock forward slightly. Straighten your left leg out to the right side. So your pinky toe side is on the right side of the mat. Try to line your ankle up with your left hip. Slide your right leg back as you bring your left hip down. Try to keep your chest squared. The right toes are down. You're trying to keep your right hip squared forward. Lift your chest. So facing me, yeah. Breathe. Now we're going to open those arms up about mat width apart. Exhale, bend your elbows out, lower to hover off the earth here. Draw the shoulders back. Keep drawing your left hip back. The bicep should start to burn a little bit here, especially on that left bicep. Another 2 breaths, lengthen your spine. Now inhale, return to that cobra spine. Hands are going to go shoulder width apart. Press into the ball of the right foot, press into the hands. Inhale, lift your hips up, drag your left leg toward the mat, then reach it up toward the ceiling. 3-legged dog. Then exhale, downward facing dog. Walk the dog a little bit here. Bending one knee, straightening the other. Maybe shake your head out. Good. Now we'll do the same thing other side. Left foot roots. Inhale, the right leg rises. Good. Exhale, bring the right knee in toward the right rib cage, rocking forward. Then straighten your right leg out to the left side of the mat, pinky toe side down. Start to slide your left leg back as you bring your right hip down. Try to square your chest and square your hips. Not easy. Breathe. Keep lifting your chest. Keep those left toes tucked. Open the arms out, mat width. Now we're going to exhale, open the elbows out and hover off the earth. Keep drawing your right hip back, connect to your breath. Flexing that right foot. Biceps should start to burn a little bit. Good, now inhale it, return it to cobra spine, arms shoulder width apart. Good, step into that left foot, step into both hands. Inhale, start to drag the hips up and then sweep the right leg up to 3-legged dog. Good. Then exhale, downward facing dog. Sending your seat back and up, chest toward the thighs, collarbones broaden and connect to your breath. Inhale and exhale. Now let's inhale, lift up onto the balls of the feet. Exhale, bring your knees down directly underneath your hips. Draw your buttocks back. Keep sending the buttocks back as you walk your arms forward and start to drop your chest. Coming into happy puppy. So if your chest comes down, try to bring your chin to the mat and look straight ahead. If your chest doesn't come down, it's forehead to the earth. Draw your buttocks back. Keep lengthening through your arms. Keep drawing the shoulders back. Breathe. Pulling your belly in and up. About 5 more breaths. Keep drawing the buttocks back, chest forward, shoulders back. Now inhale, point the toes, bring the tops of the feet to the mat. Stay there for a moment or 2, draw the buttocks back. Now we're going to inhale, slide forward as we bend the elbows, bring the hips down into a Sphinx pose. Elbows underneath the shoulders, draw the shoulders back, open the chest forward, anchor your quads and tops of the feet, looking at the wall in front of you. Draw your skull bone toward the wall behind you. Push into the ground. Anchor your belly, your hip points down, belly button pulls in. Now we're gonna bend the knees and point the toes. Feel how the mid-back starts to work here. Now let's take a moment, stay on that left elbow, reach your right arm back, catch your left foot. Square your shoulders out, maybe lift your left leg up a little bit. Breathe. Feel the left quadricep stretch. Bring the left quad down, right elbow down, level yourself out. Press into your right elbow, reach your left arm back to catch your right foot. And maybe lift the right quad up a little bit. Try to square your chest and shoulders. Breathe. Keep drawing that right shoulder back. Good, now release the right leg, bring the left elbow down. Straighten the legs. Open your elbows out, exhale onto your belly, chest, and forehead. Take a moment here, open your arms out to T, turn your head to the right, bend your knees and windshield wiper your legs left and right. Good. Now return the head and legs to center, then turn the head to the left and windshield wiper your legs once again. Good, now return the legs and head to center, straighten your legs out, point the toes, walk your fingertips in line with your chest, shoulders are back, elbows are in, hug the inner elbows in and only lift an inch or two. Draw your skull bone back. Keep it really concentrated here in the upper back region. Drag the mat back with your hands, pull the belly in, float your legs up, hold here. Keep hugging the inner elbows in, there's almost no weight in the hands. Let it all be work in the back and buttocks. One more breath. Then bring the feet down. Inhale, bring your spine up to cobra. Good. Then exhale carefully, child's pose. Lengthen your buttocks back toward or to your heels. Chest is going to drop down toward or to the thighs and forehead toward or to the mat. You can keep your arms forward, or if your shoulders are tired, which they probably will be, you can sweep your arms back. Just feeling the back release, feeling the weight of the body drop. Avoid clenching your jaws. Now, while we're here, forehead toward or onto the mat, draw the chin towards your chest, sweep your arms behind you, interlace your fingers, draw your knuckles back and then up toward the ceiling. Find your breath. So you're in a child's pose with a shoulder stretch. And start to move the upper body a little bit left and right, keeping your forehead solidly rooted and just the torso does a little side to side swivel. Return the arms back up. Keep the hands interlaced. Exhale the arms to the small of the back. Then slowly walk the wrists underneath the shoulders. Shoulders are back, elbows are in. Inhale, sit on up and bring the inner thighs together in hero's pose for a moment. And as ever, if this doesn't work for your knees, cross-legged seat is fine. Now we'll exhale, take the chin toward the chest as the chest lifts up toward the chin. So we stretch the back of the neck out a little bit. Now take a moment to inhale, lift your chin up toward the ceiling. Feel the front of the neck get a release. Steady breaths. And then exhale, let the left ear drop toward the left shoulder. Let the right shoulder drop. And then exhale, chin back down to center. Inhale, lift the chin up. Exhale, right ear toward the right shoulder. Let the left side of the neck stretch. Left shoulder drops. Exhale, chin toward the chest once again. Then inhale, return the neck to neutral. Good, now we'll go ahead and sit on down and scooch toward the front of the mat. So I'd like you to go ahead and place your feet to the edges of the mat and let the knees drop out a little bit. Then walk your heels in a little closer toward you. And I'm holding onto my shin so I can keep my spine tall here. So you're gonna draw your shoulders back. Now, can you reach your arms up and still keep the length to the spine? Plug the shoulders in, let the legs get heavy. Now we're gonna take the hands to the inside of the thighs and then wrap the hands around the outside of the ankles. Lift up onto your tippy toes, start to rock back and lift your legs up to parallel. Good. You can point your toes here, draw the shoulders back. Feel like there's a bicep curl happening, like to help pull your quads towards you. Now we're gonna try to land like this. So you might wanna get those arms really around those ankles and outer thighs. Look left, right, make sure everything's clear, and then slowly roll back. Keep pointing the toes up. So we'll call this a variation of happy baby. Letting the tailbone lengthen, feeling the stretch here in the shoulders. And I want you to rock left and right. And notice how this one's a lot more stretch on the hips and into the low back. A few more breaths. Good, now everything stays the same except you're gonna flex your feet. So you reach the heels up toward the ceiling. Yeah, nice. And then rock a little bit left and right. Good, now we're gonna keep the heels up toward the ceiling. Take your hands, open them out, the arms out to T, palms are up. Now you're gonna inhale, reach the feet up toward the ceiling, ankles over the hips, inner thighs connected. Keep reaching through the heels. You're gonna exhale, curl your upper body up and catch your calves or maybe your big toes. Reach the heels away from you, toes towards you, inner elbows in, lengthen the tailbone away, and look into your belly. Now turn this into splits with your head looking toward the front of your mat. Flex your feet, lengthen the tailbone away. Draw the shoulders down the spine. Another breath or two here. Keep reaching through the heels. Then exhale, release the shoulders, neck, and head down. Inhale the inner thighs back together. Exhale the arms out to T. You can bend your knees if you want to. Otherwise, keep your legs straight, anchor your left shoulder, and exhale your legs over to the right as the head goes to the left. Keep breathing here. Maybe hold on with your right hand to your left outer thigh, calf, or catch your big toes, and keep lengthening the left buttock away. Finding your breath. Let the shoulders, neck, and head relax. Good, now we're gonna place the right hand to T again, the right arm to T. Press the left shoulder down. Inhale, bring your legs back up. Keep the right shoulder down. Exhale, legs to the left, head to the right. Good, and stay here for a little bit. You can hold on to the left outer thigh, calf, or catch your big toes. Let the left side of your neck get a stretch. Slow, deep, steady breaths. So we're trying to calm ourselves all the way back down. Good, now we'll press the left arm into the earth. Inhale, bring the legs back up using your belly muscles. And then exhale, bring the knees into your chest. Wrap your arms around your hamstrings or shins. Flex your feet. Give yourself a big squeeze as you lengthen your tailbone away. Then add exhaling, curling the upper body up, nose toward or to the knees. Draw the shoulders back. If you can get your nose between your knees, catch your feet and curl up a little bit more, really tight, like a little ball. Another breath. Then exhale, release the spine, release the feet, and straighten your legs out toward the corners of the mat. Close your eyes. Let your hands rest on either side of your body, palms face up, and slide the arms slightly away from your body. So you take up a lot of space. Allow your eyes to close, and we'll be here about a minute, minute and a half, just resting. You might feel a bit of energy kind of moving through your shoulders, down the arms, certainly down from the hips and pelvis into the legs and feet. We want to try to relax that. Let the weight of the body take over. Let the extremities drop. Let the torso drop. Let the head drop. Just let the breath flow. We'll take a deep in breath and the complete out breath. Now inhale, reach the arms up toward the ceiling so the fingertips reach up. Now we're going to go ahead, take the right arm to the left shoulder, left hand to the right shoulder, and just give yourself a little squeeze. Hold on to the shoulder blades. Feel like you can create a little space between the shoulder blades, and imagine you could line your elbows up with one another. Probably not going to happen, but we're imagining we can. So you feel like you're getting space in the upper back. Good, then inhale, reach those hands back up again. And now we switch it, the opposite hand closer toward you. Take your left hand to your right shoulder and right hand to your left shoulder again. Separate those shoulder blades, line the elbows up with one another. Give yourself a little squeeze, feel space in the upper back. Good, then inhale, reach those arms back up. We'll exhale, bring the soles of the feet to the mat. We'll inhale, bring the knees into the chest once again. Give yourself a little squeeze and rock left and right here. Good, then slowly roll onto the right side of the body. Pause for a moment in a fetal position. And then place the left hand in front of on the earth in front of your heart. Inhale, come up to a cross-legged seat. Resting your hands on your lap, closing your eyes, elongating your spine, dropping the shoulders, and finding your breath. Good, now let's bring the palms together in prayer, bowing the chin toward the chest, taking a moment to practice gratitude, grateful for someone and something today. Grateful for you and your dedication to the practice. Om Shanti, Om Peace. Namaste.